Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of HRD 600, History and Philosophy of Adult Education. We are still in Module 2, which is, as you know, all about behaviorism and progressivism. After last week, which was week number 5, where we had an introduction to both of those, this week we're going to dig into progressive education, specifically Lindemann's book, and I'll go right through the materials for this week, get to the to-do, and let's take a look at, let me slide down here, and I'm recording as we speak. Okay, so week 5, we had all of the information here. I will say a couple of things right out of the chute. I'll be caught up on the discussion post, including your grade for the discussion post by Wednesday or Thursday of this week. And I'll cover it in a little bit more detail, but we are going to have an optional Zoom meeting coming up on Wednesday at 6:30. So I'll show you where the link is. If you can make it, that's great. If you can't make it, don't worry about it. I will record and then post it to Brightspace the next day. So let's get right to the material. So we're done with week number 5, week number 6. Click on that. Week number 6, which is about Lindemann's, the overarching questions to think about this week. You know, what are the philosophical underpinning assumptions, beliefs about adult education as presented by Lindemann? And Lindemann's topic, hopefully everybody has had an opportunity to read, or maybe you'll finish reading his small book this week, but his concepts and ideas that were expressed in 1926 are still current in today's world of adult education. So we'll get to that when we get to the discussion post, but you know, how do these ideas shape the assumptions and practices in adult education? What do they enable and constrain? So this isn't a perfect book. It's just, you know, first of all, I've had some comments over the past years that this is a hard book to read because it was written so differently, and it was written originally in 1926. So yes, it's different, but the ideas, focus in on the ideas and the concepts. Okay, this week, finish reading Lindemann's book. Participate in the online discussion. Begin writing the first draft of your summary. Now, don't worry, this isn't due until October 16th, but hopefully you're keeping your journal, and because you will be submitting something to me on October 16th. Continue your field study, and then right here, attend an optional Zoom meeting coming up on October 4th at 6:30. So here's the invite. So let me go to the next page. Bear with me while my computer's chugging away. So you're looking at the video as we speak. Going to the next page. And then we have Lindemann's discussion. And I want to make sure that everybody feels comfortable enough to express your views as accurately and honestly as possible. If you had a hard time with Lindemann's book, please put it in here, but I'd like you to follow the prompts. You know, you've been down this path already. You know that probably the sweet spot is 150 word, 125 to 175 words. If you need to go on, that's fine, but I'm really interested in the connections that you're making so far in the course between Lindemann's book and this whole idea of progressive education. So that is, let me go to the next page. So you see the discussion post for week, and then we get to week number 7. And I'm not going to go over this in any detail at this point. As a matter of fact, it's not available at this time. So we do have an optional Zoom meeting coming up on Wednesday. Let me go back. Not 1 click, but 2 clicks. 3 clicks. Okay, so here's the information. Here's the link. Those that show up are really the ones that are going to determine the schedule and what the agenda is. If you want to talk about upcoming assignments, you want to bat around some ideas, anything that's come up with the discussion forums, etc., this is a great time to do it. Don't feel like you have to be there. This is an asynchronous course, so therefore you do not have to show up at any one of these Zoom meetings. None of them are mandatory. They're fully optional. So that is it for me for the week. If you have any questions, any comments, any concerns on this week's material, some link isn't working quite right, please let me know. Hope you have a great week, everybody, and maybe there's an opportunity for everybody to get outside if you're in Maine. We have an outstanding looking week, which maybe we even might hit 80 degrees on Tuesday or Wednesday. So enjoy the late summer, really early fall. We are officially in fall. Okay, everybody, have a good week. And if you can make it, I'll see you at our Zoom meeting on Wednesday at 6:30. Bye.